So a lot of people know about the "It was me, Barry" storyline in the Flash Rebirth, where Eobard goes back in time and does a lot of very terrible things to Barry. Most people know about this is because of the meme and then because of the comic, where you actually see him bragging about going back in time and doing these things to Barry, pushing him down the stairs, breaking his arm, messing with their car, leaving the door open, letting his dog out so that the dog gets hit by a car. But there's another comic that maybe you didn't necessarily read, and it's part of the Road to Flashpoint. During the Road to Flashpoint, we find out that Barry had a black best friend. His name was Doug. Because of all the stuff that Eobard had been doing to Barry, Barry was having a pretty rough week. He goes and he meets up with his friend Doug. They read comic books. It's incredibly adorable. Now, up until this point, because we're saying this from Eobard's perspective, he had just tried to kill Iris a whole bunch of times. And he learned that if there is one thing he can't do, it's kill Iris. Barry will always come and save Iris. But maybe Barry won't come to save his black best friend, huh? So Eobard decides to test this out. And turns out it works. Turns out he can just unmake Barry's best friend. And because Barry's best friend doesn't have to exist in the same way that Nora Allen has to exist to give birth to him, there's no reason to brag about it, there's no reason to bring it up, so nobody knows that Doug existed. I demand justice for Doug. I cannot believe this foolishness. Justice for Doug.